And now, here's your What's the 411 news brief. Welcome back, everybody. Welcome back to What's the 411. This is a news brief. And an HBCU shows Ukrainians some good old love. All right, let's see what they're talking about here. It looks like Hampton University offers free room, board, tuition to over 50 students in Ukraine. All right, Hampton University is offering free room, board, and tuition to Ukrainian and international students studying in Ukraine who were displaced by the ongoing war. University President Dr. William Harvey made the announcement Wednesday evening, saying 50 to 100 students currently in Ukraine can continue their education free of charge at Hampton this summer. The collective Hampton University faculty, staff, and students are heartbroken because the war-torn country of Ukraine must deal with atrocities like the bombing of maternity wards, hospitals, and other civilian areas, said Hampton University President Dr. William R. Harvey. I think this partnership is something that can be beneficial to a great number of students and families. My entire career has been focused on helping people to achieve and meet their goals. The students would have the option to stay at HU for regular tuition and fees once the summer semester is over. Now, isn't it interesting how, HBCU, historically Black colleges and universities, emphasis on Black. Once again, we got Black people wanting to support. And, it's, when you look at it, it could look honorable, but what's going on in this country with our own president supporting everybody else except Black? And then you have this Black university wanting to help out as well. We also did a report where you had a retired Black military soldier in his 60s said he was going back to Ukraine to help the Ukraine fight. It's real interesting. And like was mentioned before, this is really exposing a lot of people and where they stand and, who they standing up for and taking up for. But still, like we mentioned before, the Ukrainians not only has I think there's African country that is taking in Ukrainians. You have an HBCU, Hampton University, giving free room and board and tuition. I wonder if they're going to extend that to all their students and not just the students or people from Ukraine coming into the school. I wonder if they're going to give it to all their students. But then you have them wanting to help out. Then we all know what it was, $500 million that Biden wanted to give to the Afghans. And then I think I also recall something about some other money want to be given to Ukrainians as well, Ukrainian people. Then you have the Asians and their hate crimes bill, although the FBI in their own hate crimes report stated that Black Americans are the most hated group in the U.S. But Black people didn't get a hate crimes bill. The Asians did. On top of that, they got some money. And then you have some American Indians got some money some time ago. And now in California, Governor Newsom is proposing $100 million to the so-called Native American Indians. And then you have the people over coming from the border were also allotted some type of money. The Spanish folks, the Latino folks coming across the border. And then in New York, we have some illegal immigrants of the Latin descent, and they're going to be given, if they haven't already or still being proposed, they're going to be given some type of rights, and they're not even legal to be in New York or in the U.S., but they're going to be allowed to vote and everything else. Isn't that interesting how all these other groups are getting all these set aside? I think the LGBT group also has been giving stuff even since Obama days. All these different groups, although the FBI now is saying like, yo, the black people are the ones that's really hated, and they've been hated on since a good 10 to 20 years so far, and still nothing for black folks. And every time the real black folks say we want reparations, they keep giving us some tokens and symbolisms like the quarter, Maya Angelou quarter, if I'm not mistaken, and the Harriet Tubman $20 bill. Although it's looking like we're getting away from paper money. A lot of symbolism. Then they give Juneteenth, make it a national holiday. A lot of symbolism, but they don't want to put that money out for black folks. They put money out for everybody else. Isn't that interesting? And then here you have now, good old Hampton University wants to show Ukrainians some of that good old love. It's crazy, man. But again, we're glad here at What's the 411 to be reporting this and exposing what's going on, so it'll be really clear as day when it's time to go voting. I hope you other black folks' eyes have been opened, those who voted for Biden and Kamala Harris. I hope your eyes are now opened. And in the words of Killer Mike, I heard him say on a talk show recently that if they don't get themselves together, the Democratic Party, it looks like a lot of black men are going to be leaving the party and choosing somewhere else. I don't know if that makes a difference to the Democratic Party or not, or if anybody else gives a damn about that. But black people, I hope you have woken up and see what's going on. They keep giving black folks symbolism while they give other people resources, assets, resources to develop assets. So you guys let us know what you think, man, about this Hampton University wanting to show the Ukrainians some of that good old love. This is What's the 411, and this was a news brief. We out of here. Peace. And now, here's your What's the 411 news brief.